Okay, if you're racing Boston on Monday, this video might help save your race. You've done all the training, but now in the last final 48 hours, this is when people start to panic. They change their plan, chase new ideas, and sabotage months of hard work. Let's make sure that you don't do that. This is the point when mindset is absolutely everything. And what I'm gonna give you is the 5 most common mistakes people make in the final 48 hours before they race a marathon, and then the top 5 mistakes that people make on marathon day. And I made at least 5 of these mistakes in my first 2 marathons. All what you need at this point is a confident, calm head. I'm Lee Grantham, a coach and professional ultra runner who went from running a marathon in 4 hours and 25 minutes to running a marathon in 2 hours and 21 minutes. And within an 11-month period, I went from 3 hours and 25 for the marathon to 2 hours and 37 minutes. That's a 48-minute jump. And I did that because I started to do the right things well. And if you want to make massive improvements in your marathon time, you want a serious breakthrough, and you want to start doing the right things consistently well and get them working for you, then book a call in the description and we can see if we're a coaching fit. Number 1, changing your gel or fueling strategy. Maybe you're already in Boston, and maybe you're surrounded by that buzz of marathon weekend. So you start to get in the conversation of, oh, what gels are you taking? What's your fueling strategy? Maybe you start to think, oh, he's doing more than me. He's taking more grams of carbohydrate per hour. And maybe that leads you to think, maybe I should up mine so I can run faster or get a better performance on Monday. Maybe you're at the expo and somebody said, oh, you could try these free samples or try this Maurten gel. All you need to do at this point is remember that what you've trained with is exactly what you race with. So whatever the brand of gel that you've been using, continue to use. If you've been taking a gel every 20 minutes, continue to do exactly the same on race day. If that's been every 30 minutes, continue. Do not change anything now. Mistake number 2, taking supplements or products that you've never tried before. Again, expo is the worst place for this. Personally, if I was you, I'd get into the expo, get your number and get out. Don't be one of those people who's spending 3-4 hours there because there's a great event going on. You want to see a certain athlete who's gonna make a presentation there. Just get in and out, get your number and get out. Take those free samples, but don't use them on race day, whether it's beetroot juice, beta-alanine, caffeine, whether it's in pills or gel format. Don't use that for the first time on race day. And another one that I see that people pick up at the expo and try and race with for the first time is compression gear. If you want to try these things, then try them in the next training block, get used to them in training, and use them in your next race. But the risk reward of you trying something new on Monday or on marathon day just doesn't make sense. Mistake number 3, panicking about your sleep. Try to bank as much sleep as you possibly can today, tomorrow, before Sunday night. If you're new in the city, now is not the time to go sightseeing and walking all day long. Just stay in the hotel room, rest as much as you possibly can, lie down, read a book, relax. Your best performance is going to come from you being as calm as possible over the next 48 hours. Number 4, running too much in the days before race day. Don't get involved in, okay, Nike have got a run going on, Adidas have got a run going on. Don't get involved in those runs. You'll end up running around the city, stopping every 3 kilometers to take pictures like a tourist, and it's exactly the wrong thing you want to be doing in these final 48 hours. Just have the confidence to follow your own routine. And for me, that looks like the day before I'm doing 20-25 minutes easy with a couple of strides at the end, and then I know I'm ready to go the next day. Mistake number 5, wearing new kit or shoes on race day. Again, the expo is terrible for this. Whether it's shoes or kit, whatever you've been training in, whatever you've been doing your long runs, that's what you use for the race on Monday. Nothing is new, everything is familiar. And if you've got to Boston and you've only brought 1 pair of shoes that can do the race on Monday, chalk that up as a learning point and an improvement area for next time you're gonna run a marathon. Now let's look at race day. And these are the things, the typical things that ruin even the best of build-ups. Number 6, going out too fast, especially at a race like Boston. It's going to feel easy for those initial 8 miles. It's downhill, you're gonna feel amazing. But make sure that everything is under your control. If you let that race day energy, that adrenaline dictate your pace, you're gonna get into trouble. Always be thinking about that last 10K, those last 6 miles. If you do that, and you understand that the perceived effort is gonna be way higher in the last 6 miles than the first 6 miles, that will help you to stay conservative. My goal from the start line is to be as calm as possible. I wanna be as calm as possible when everybody is tense. Everyone's nervous and anxious. I want to be the calm one. And I want to get to a point in the first couple of miles of the marathon where I'm finding space and I'm getting into my rhythm. That's all I care about, because I know that any time that I make up in those first 2 miles is going to be nothing compared to what I make up in the last 6 miles if I judge the pace right and set off conservatively. So I want to be calm and disciplined to halfway. We've got to execute that patience that we've been learning in our training session. And then all of a sudden the perceived effort is going to go up. And usually it's marathon day, so your head will start to play tricks on you. Usually it will start to feel tough before you thought it was going to. And you've got to be focused at that point. You've got to remember the training, and then you've got to dig in. There's going to be a point, you've got to visualize this in the next couple of days. There's going to be a point when it gets difficult, and that is the marathon. That is when the marathon runner is born. And ask yourself right now, who am I in that moment? When it gets tough in the marathon or in life, who am I at that moment? If you can answer that now, then it's way more easier to react to in a good way come race day. Mistake number 7, getting caught up in somebody else's race. You've done all this training, all these hours out there, long runs, interval sessions, recovery runs, easy runs, and now you're gonna let some stranger dictate the pace and the race that you're gonna run. What we're looking for from the race is to run the race that we've trained for. Trust in the process, trust in your own training, and trust yourself to execute. And that means executing your own race. Run your own race. Mistake number 8, you've got to plan for the worst and hope for the best. You got to visualize everything that can possibly go wrong. Marathon running is about problem solving on the go. So maybe you drop a gel, or maybe you miss a drink, and that plays with your head a little bit. What are you going to do in that situation? Is that you walking off the road and calling it a day because things just weren't going your way? Or are you going to get your head down, run the mile that you're in, get to the next drink station, get it all together, get it right, get things under control? You're already watching this video, so you're already thinking about, okay, what mistake should I not make during the race and before the race? So you're already there. But if you're in a headspace that no matter what Monday throws at you, if it's hotter, like it's meant to be on Monday, if it's hotter, great, brilliant. It's hard, and I am hard, and I'm harder than everybody else. So if it's gonna affect everybody else, it's not gonna affect me. I am ready for that. It doesn't matter whether it's on the start line, when it gets tough, my mantra stays the same. How much do you want it? You trained all this time for years, and now you're privileged enough to have the opportunity to run one of the best marathons in the world. Let's go to battle, but let's go to battle with a smile on our face. Mistake number 9, focusing too much on the finish line. Of course, if you get to 12 miles and you think, oh my God, I'm already tired and I got 14 miles left, of course, it seems like the moon away. But break the race down. I like to break it into 8 times 5 kilometers or 8 times 3 miles with a bit on the end. I always stay in the mile that I'm running. Let's just get to the next mile marker. Let's just get to the next drink station. How are we feeling then? No matter how you're feeling, no matter how bad it is, if you calm and you get your breathing under control, you lower your heart rate, you just back off a little bit off the pace, and then go again, you're surrounded by so much positive energy. So many people are there in the same frame of mind as you, trying to do something that's not currently possible for them. In most cases, they're aiming for something that they cannot yet currently do. There's something really magic in that, and you can feed off that energy. Number 10, getting the hydration or nutrition wrong. A lot of the time, when you find the last couple or the last 6 miles hard, you hit that wall, it's because you've not hydrated and fueled early enough on in the race, when you didn't feel as if you need it. By the time that you feel like you need it, it's already too late. So right from that first drink station, just be picking it up and get into the routine of wetting the mouth, getting a little bit of water in there, feeling good about that, and getting that into your rhythm of your race. And most importantly, enjoy it. It's a privilege just to be there, and you've earned your place to be at Boston. And the type of person that you are, as long as you set off conservatively enough and you don't overcook yourself in the first third, you're not going to be able to escape the character that you truly are inside. And so if you set yourself up by setting off conservatively, you're going to be able to empty your tank and give everything you possibly can do before the finish line. You've already got your hat in the ring. And for me, that's the most important thing. You've got the opportunity on Monday to give everything that you possibly have. And there's something incredibly beautiful about that. So good luck. Be calm, patient, and dig in when it gets hard.